Well, good evening to you, or morning or afternoon. Here I am again doing a kit review. Now, first glance, the Spitfire. Yeah, a lot of Spitfires available. But this new tool from KPM is the long range version of the Mark II. So it's Mk.IIa LR, or pronounced in Welsh, Llal. I'm only making it so I'm Welsh myself, so I can do that sort of thing. But it's got a ferry tank, or a ferry tank, but a long range tank. So it can be I don't know if they did this meant for long, but it's got a long range tank, so it can be up in the air longer. Of course, that makes it a bit of a target to blow up your wing when you got a petrol on the side. But the usual petrol inside, so I don't think it should make much of a dangerous. Anyway, waffling. On the back, we've got 3 different examples you can make, which is always a good thing, and it's very tempting when you have a quality kit to have lots of examples that you can build. I hope other manufacturers can bear that in mind. Inside, what would you expect? Nice resealable bag from KPM. A separate bag for the expected canopy. At 172, having a one-piece canopy isn't a problem. It's just expected. But there's also a head-up gun sight part there as well, which is good. Now, if you look at this sprue, which is it's a new tool. It's very clean. There's no what's the word? Oh, I'm doing this in the evening and I'm lost for words now. There's no flash. That's the word. Flash. There's different exhaust options. There's also a fuel tank, extra fuel tank, and for the tropical versions you can do. I think that's another part for it as well. So obviously they're using the same sprue for lots of different versions. That's okay. You can very generous. Inside you've got a lot of detail in the inside of the canopy, on that side and the other side as well. Different detail as well. Various quadrants and radios and forming parts of the fuselage. Like the before, you got different options. You got 3 different options for the propeller. So again, that's the one of the cooling things for the tropical version. And they've released lots of versions at once, and I think they're doing their mass molding, because you got three plate build propellers and a single Watts propeller to use as well, which funny enough is the same sprue as the single fuel tank. Now when I saw this first, I didn't realise it was only on one wing. It's the port wing, and that's all you need is the one wing tank. Nicely detailed panel lines and rivet markings. Sometimes in the old times you'd have the rivet markings, but they'd be standing up too strongly. You could get that light there nicely. See that there. So I won't keep you long because my batteries aren't very good today. Nice cockpit detail as well around the seats. That'll be nicely used. Again, 3 different propeller bosses. So take care when you're looking at the instructions to build in the right version at each time. They've actually made a special effort to point out where to put the tank, not in the middle but on one of the wings, on the port wing, and some decent amount of decals, including a harness decal, which is all you need at this scale, and the lap belts as well. I think those are. So that's nice and clear as well. That's good. We've got other markings for the wings. Nice coloured parts options there. Yeah, pretty nice clear options there. What does that say? De Havilland something like that. This is special press De Havilland propeller, I don't know. See, there's always things you learn when you're building kits on little parts. Look how much detail is there for a 172 kit. Loads of things to do, options to do. And it's all very clear. Some of it's in another language, Czech I think. But that's not a problem because it's got to be in English as well. All the different options you've got there. And the decals positioning for the back there. So it's an even improvement on the last one kit I saw by KPM, because they've got a different shade of colour now and very clearly marked it. It's got the little marks with the parts you don't use, so always refer to them unless you want to build a different version, because everything is here. So there, nice little clear markings, nice little clear instructions, multicoloured instructions, lots of options, more kit than you ever need to build it with, so you'll have lots of spares behind. Except for a fuselage, you could have had 2 kits in this one. So enjoy it, you get value for money, that's for sure. Yep. Slightly different wing, probably. I can't quite tell what's there. Well, let's see. That wing got a bobbly bit there, and that wing hasn't. So, and there again, bobbly bit, and not on there. So, I'll make sure you use the right wing. I'm not being right wing politically, but the right wing on the model. Pardon me coughing. I'm alright, just got a little bit of tickly cough. So there we are. KPM's new tool, Spitfire Spitfire 2A LR long range. I'm tempted to get another one for the other options that are available, because they've released a lot of them at the moment. Probably get the full reconnaissance one, which is available at the moment. So there we are. Highly recommended, but not sponsored. Bye bye.